There we go. That's something that I installed myself this year. Oh, it is chilly. Get the fuck in the door, you cunt. Twat. Oh, the fucking car, you dickhead. Oh my god. Oh, that is so fucking annoying. Welcome to 2026 and welcome to a snowy garden which has got a little bit of frost on it. I wasn't lying, it actually is 2026 and 2025 is done. And I'm not gonna lie, for the first time in many years I can say that I've had a great year. If I put a picture of some tyres here, I can say that I've had a good year. But that is Christmas done for. I didn't bother filming, vlogging the tree and the decorations being put up last year. Still feels weird to say that. Putting up the trees and decorations from last year because I didn't really add much to it. So I'm going to film taking it down and then also doing a bit of a recap of what happened in 2025 because YouTube for me has been crazy and I can put it down to like maybe 2 videos and they've just done really well. So for the very last time, well, no, for the very first time in 2026, no, sorry, but the first time, you know what I mean. Alexa, turn off the tree.
Okay.
Oh, still got my ornaments. I've still got the rest ornaments. I've got a Buzz Lightyear and a Woody and a Green Ranger. Those are obviously my favourite ones. But now I've got to take all these down. And I've got stuff up outside as well that I put up this year. I bought a new inflatable Santa, which was cool. I fucking love that. And some lights and stuff as well. But all of this needs to be taken down and put into there and there and there. Oh, and I bought this as well. This was such a massive waste of money. It broke, like we had a bit of wind and then the bottom of it snapped and the whole thing just for some reason completely broke. That was such a waste of money, but it still looks all right without the lights. Put my cable behind my ear. I'm going to try something. I've got my microphone on this. It's attached to my GoPro there. I was going to do the actual microphone properly itself, but the battery's not charged. Anyway, I've had a really good year, a really good tyre. And what am I looking for? Where's my, there it is. The very first thing that always has to come down is the fairy on top of the tree. Because this was my parents' one and she's had a bit of a makeover last year because it was absolutely knackered and my mum's just done it all up. And I think it should work. Well, it's definitely worked a lot better than what it did. So it all started off this year with, what did I do? I was starting doing the hallway, the landing stuff, because I started to have cracks going down in the plaster. Something similar to here, which was kind of freaking me out, because I was told that the house is moving. And I went, what? I've literally just bought the house and nothing came up in the survey saying that the house is physically moving. But then I later found out when I did some more research that it's not moving, it's just the bricks expand basically, and it's completely normal, happens, especially in the winter. Oh wow, there's actually a lot of dust. Oh shit. There's loads of dust. Got a feeling it might be better to put the vacuum on this because there's a lot of dust coming out. Yeah, that's done a good job. I'm happy with that. I think I'm good to call him in and get film a crack in. And not to brag as well, but I bought a little pot as well. 2.5 parts to 1 part water. So I think it's just going to be a guessing game, really. As long as it comes out as a paste, I think that's what we're looking for. I'm no plasterer, but I reckon that's pretty much spot on there. I think I mixed that really well.
Let's go see what Phil says. Phil, we're cracking.
Be generous with the load. It's so hard with one hand. Like, this doesn't feel like it's gonna. Ooh. Ah, yes. Go on, son. Go on, son. You know you want it. Huh? Oh, I'm happy with that. Yeah, I think I'm getting the hang of it now. Looking good. I'm getting the hang of just being able to put it over, push it in, giggity, and then swiping it over to clean it up. I mean, that's quite good. Quite happy with that. Sand it down, give it a paint, and you won't even know what's gone on. Was you even a 90s kid if you wasn't running around the playground going up to the teachers and the other kids and going, suck it, suck it, suck it? How fucking weird were we? So a lot of this year started off as doing a fair bit of DIY, which I've really enjoyed doing because I've been teaching myself like stuff of what they should have been teaching me in school. I've always said the final 2 years of school, they should absolutely teach you life skills, like how to pay your taxes and how to what to look for when you buy a house, what to look for when you buy a car, how to get the best car insurance, all that sort of stuff. Learning about fucking fractions is apparently way more important. Don't get me started. I promised myself last year I wanted to do a bit more travelling. And I say travelling, holidays would be nice. Although I don't really holiday as in the sense of like sitting on a beach. I find that really boring. And I've always been interested in World War II. I've loved it. I always found that was really interesting. And so what I wanted to do was visit Auschwitz, which was incredible. And so I wanted to do my first ever solo holiday, and I treated myself and went, and I loved it. It was absolutely incredible. Inside, you start seeing the faces, rows and rows of prisoners' photos, names, birth dates, occupations, all shaved heads and blank expressions. Most didn't live long enough to see a second photo taken. The average life expectancy in the camp was a few months, often less. Living conditions were beyond inhumane. Early on, there wasn't even toilets, just outside wells. When washrooms came, they were communal, with no dignity left for anyone. We were shown the execution yard, used for point-blank shootings. To avoid ricochets, the Nazis built a special stone wall in front of the brick one. The bullet holes are still there. The barbed wire fencing, electrified in the 1940s, is still standing. No, I didn't touch it. Then you enter one of the most sobering places, Crematorium 1, the only gas chamber still partly intact. It was used between 1940 and 1942, before the Nazis scaled up the killing operation to Birkenau. Later, it was turned into an air raid shelter. It's small, cramped, and utterly horrific. You can still see the holes in the ceiling where Zyklon B was dropped in. Being in there, you feel it in your chest. It's not just what happened, it's that it happened so recently. That was very tough. After a break, we moved to Auschwitz II, Birkenau, the one you see in the films. This is the site with the long train tracks, where the cattle cars arrived and selections happened right there on the ramp. If you weren't fit to work, you walked straight to the gas chambers. So after I came back from Poland, I bought a big chest freezer, and I thought this is going to be a great time now to start using this properly, because I love cooking. So I thought, how do I get this? How do I even put it in the first place? without knocking everything down. So I wanted to start doing some more batch cooking. So I did a lovely cottage pie. I did a lasagna which completely fucked up. It wasn't very nice. So I was doing some more cooking with Dan's, and I made an alright cottage pie. I didn't master that one. I did a cottage pie further down the line back in September, I think, or was it December? And I nailed it. I did so well. That was so much better. But this is what I love. It's all a learning curve. It's all learning how to do batch cooking. And again, this is stuff of what you should have learnt in school. And I don't want a massive bag. Well, this mince is quite fatty. What's the percentage on this meat, on this mince? I bet it's about 20. It's got to be 20% in it because it's cheap. Oh, it's actually from Birmingham as well. Oh, slaughtered in Australia. Really? But it is 100% Angus beef. Oh, it's 25% fat. Okay, that's pretty bad, isn't it? That's self-raising. Don't want that. Oh, fucking not do that. Never pour flour into anything without it go fucking everywhere. Pour the stock in, bring to the boil. You get 1.5 kilos in this. I think it is. 2.5. Oh, bloody get loads. Boil faster. Come on. Just messing about. I don't want this to burn. I don't want a Montgomery on my hands. Montgomery burns. Into the boil. To get that flavour in there. These are fantastic. You can get these from IKEA. They're too big. Aren't, boom. And that's sealed. Couple of quid. Put it onto your next IKEA order. I have an ice cream ready. Dairy milk, Paw Patrol, dairy milk buttons. Ooh, might have the buttons. Or classic cornetto. I haven't had a cornetto in years. Ooh, look at that bubbling away. I'm assuming you got to keep stirring it. You don't want to burn it, do you? Good job. If you put the larger ones in at the same time as the smaller ones will boil first, and the larger ones won't. So you want to do them at the same time. So pretty much get them all at the same length, same. You know what I mean? Big. So then the summer came, and then I decided to put down some flower beds to make the garden look a bit better than what it was. And then along with the flower beds, I started thinking, let's invest in this a bit more. And so I bought some of the gardening furniture, which I got at a really good offer actually, as far as I remember. And then I started putting all that up, and my garden actually started to take a bit more shape, and it looked a lot better than what it did. It definitely started looking more of a garden than just a place where the previous owners just kept grass. Probably like a month or something ago, I was looking up how you actually take out moss. You've got to scarify it, which is just raking out the dead moss. You've got to do both, like 3-4 different ways of taking the moss out, and then aerify it, which was a job and a half, and then plant some seeds down, put some topsoil, put some water down. That's a month ago, and probably about 4 or 5 days ago, I was getting a bit concerned, like this isn't doing what it should be. Well, but I thought it was going to do anyway. So put some more compost down, and with the sun that we've been having the past 3 or 4 days, it's actually starting to sprout now, so we're getting somewhere. And then I decided to put some flower beds down on both sides of the garden. I got rid of, on the right hand side as you look up the garden, gotten rid of that horrible stone thing that the previous owners had. Still, I have no idea why they actually had it in the first place. It looks awful. Put some flowers down there, put some flowers down on the left hand side as well. I dug up a bit of the grass, flowers down. Shout out to Aldi, they sell some cheap seasonal, so like they only last a couple of months, they only last the summer, and then you'll have to throw them away, they won't last the winter. But it was like a pack of, I think 6 for like 2 quid or something ridiculous like that. Put a bunch of them down, and they're actually sprouting really nicely. I'm quite happy with them. And my neighbour gave me a lavender, which I've stuck down. And then I've gotten 2 more plants in the plant pot, which I'm going to lay down. After chatting to ChatGPT, I gave it a photo of what the cornerstone bit of my garden is at the moment, and I said give me an example of what I could do here. So it drew up this. And then July came, and Birmingham lost one of its own very well-known legends. Ozzy Osbourne unfortunately passed away, and I thought this would be a great opportunity to go into town and see what happened. And I managed to make my easily, hands down, my most popular video of 2025. So I've watched a guy called DJ Audits for a couple of years now, and I like how he is just able, actually hold on, I'm such a nerd. I've watched a guy called DJ Audits. I managed to get a key ring. He wasn't that far away. He audited a couple of places, like literally like a 5-minute drive away from my house, and so I just went down there as soon as the video dropped, found out where it was, and I found the key ring. I was well happy with myself. But I liked how he would wear his GoPro on a chest mount and just go around and just document a day. So I thought that would be really cool to do. So I took my GoPro into Birmingham for when his hearse, I can't think what the actual word is. His basically hearse just drove past, and I managed to film a bit of that. It was really sad. I mean, like, I've always been a fan of Ozzy. I liked his music. Like, I listened to his music. I loved the Osbourne's TV show. Who didn't? That was incredible TV. But then it's just also saying that, like, showing Birmingham can produce some incredible people. There's a lot of negativity on the news. But yeah, Birmingham does produce some cool people. Thanks, Ozzy. Suspecting all the family members are in there. Someone with their hand on the screen. Oh, that's how it is. Let's have a look. How far else can we get? Yeah, let's go. Oh, I think he's gone over there now.
Right, see you later.
Let's get right in and stay here.
Yeah.
Right now, Owen.
I don't think there's much choice. There's much point in trying to chase after him. That's it. Let's take this opportunity to try and get back early as it's going to be mad. So that was it. There's a couple of nice girls in front of me, nice people, but I got a feeling they're not exactly Black Sabbath fans themselves. I think they might have just been there to snap the chat, if anything. And then also there was a preacher, a Bible preacher, who ironically didn't understand what Ozzy Osbourne stood for. Ozzy Osbourne was a devoted Catholic. He was really into the stuff. I mean, like, he was brought up in the time of where, like, you know, everybody went to church and stuff. And that's what Ozzy did. He was a believer. But we had a Bible preacher thinking that he knew best. And because he was called the Prince of Darkness, he took that for literal sense and thought, he worships the devil and stuff, and that's not true at all. And it was well documented that Ozzy didn't support that. Like, he wasn't into the devil and all that crap. But of course, religious people think they know the best. And he made a right fool of himself.
Okay, you don't have a soul. The Bible says that we all have souls. That we all have souls. That the soul is immortal. It doesn't die. And that after death comes judgment. Not annihilation.
What are you doing?
You don't want to go to hell. You don't want to go to hell. Hell is a place of eternal torment.
Why am I in a wheelchair? If Jesus is so fucking good, why am I in a wheelchair?
Don't swear. Your foul language is sinful.
You're being disrespectful.
I can't answer you all at once. One question at a time, please. If you want to ask questions, ask questions. You're not interested. Listen to anybody.
You're a hypocrite. You're a hypocrite. Ozzy Osbourne.
So, Jesus Christ is Lord. Jesus Christ is Lord. Jesus Christ is Lord of heaven and earth. Jesus Christ is a Saviour of the world. And I tell you this because I love you with Christian love. And I don't want you to go to hell. This book is the Word of God. How dare you grab the Bible? This book is the Word of God. It is able to make you wise unto salvation. This book is the Word that will save you from your sin. Rely on it. When you repent of your sin, when you turn to Jesus, you have the salvation that comes from
He's making himself popular, isn't he?
to know Jesus. Jesus says, I am the resurrection and the life. He that believes upon me, though he be dead.
Shorts go crazy. Let's have a look. I would say it's got to be my most popular. Oh, it's almost. No, it's not. 4.3. So I made a short of the Bible preacher, and that got 4.3 thousand views. Whilst the video itself, 22,000 views. And with the Bible basher, 6.3 thousand views, which for a channel of my size, incredible. And then at the same time, they were doing an exhibition of Ozzy's life, and it just coincided with his death. Like, obviously it wasn't planned for it to be, and I thought I'd love to do a little a mini documentary on Ozzy and what he achieved in life. So I documented the exhibition, and that was really interesting. Today I had a walking tour through Birmingham, Ozzy's and my own hometown, to celebrate the man who gave us heavy metal. We start at Grand Central Station, where this beast of a statue stands. Meet Ozzy the Bull. Standing over 4.5 metres tall and weighing in at 2.5 tonnes, this animatronic bull first appeared during the opening ceremony of the 2022 Commonwealth Games, where it became an instant fan favourite. Later that year, after a public campaign, the bull was renamed Ozzy, in honour of Birmingham's most famous son. He represents strength, resilience and the spirit of the city, just like Ozzy himself. Just across the road, we arrive at the Crown Pub on Station Street. It might look like just another old boozer, but this place is sacred in the world of rock. Back in 1968, a band called Earth performed here regularly. That band would soon change their name to Black Sabbath and go on to invent a new genre of music, heavy metal. They played upstairs in a tiny room long before arenas and stadiums. It's in places like this that the sound of Sabbath was forged, dark, heavy, working class music that resonated across generations. Just around the corner is this striking mural of the original Black Sabbath lineup, painted by local artist Daniel Russell Ahern, better known as Mr. Mural. This artwork captures the raw energy of the band. On the 23rd of June 2025, just a month before Ozzy's passing, the band reunited to sign the mural. It turned into an impromptu celebration, an emotional moment for fans and the band alike. The mural isn't just street art, it's a permanent tribute to 4 lads from Aston who changed music forever. We're now in Victoria Square, where a fan gathering took place. Organised by local historian and filmmaker Ash Farley, the event drew hundreds of fans. Photos of Sabbath gigs from across the decades, album artwork and even tributes to their influence were displayed around the square. A proper Brummie send-off for a local hero. So after that, I decided I wanted like a mini day out sort of thing, so I decided to go back to Derby and just see my old student digs and see how much it changed. And it was quite horrible to see how much it had been abandoned and changed, and it's nothing to what it was when I lived there. And I only finished uni in 2012. I stopped living in digs after my first year in 2010. But that was apparently, the digs got shut down, the lease or something from the uni finished. And so they closed the place down in 2012, and it's just been sat there ever since apparently. I went up there and I saw where I used to live for a year, and that was pretty cool to see. Well, this is a shame. We played many nights of Monopoly on that table. Those chairs definitely weren't there. We had like some leather ones that were proper uncomfortable. I'm guessing people aren't living here, are they? Because this was my room. Fuck. CGG. Don't know how much you can actually see inside. That's creepy as fuck. But all there is a desk there. That was my desk. This was my room. Damn. That is creepy. Let's take a photo of the walls. It feels like it's completely abandoned. There's nothing around here.
I got a little message which I'll be sending out in a bottle, so I can guarantee that tonight that all these K-Star fans will have a brilliant show.
Someone getting murdered. I wonder if the buzzer still makes the same noise. Brrr. Yeah, it's exactly the same noise. And then came Rome in, when did I go? October. I think it was October, wasn't it? And that was really cool. That was something that I've always wanted to tick off my list as well. Like, I've always wanted to go to Italy, but I wasn't really sure of like what part of Italy do you want to go to. And I always found like the Colosseum and Roman times really interesting. So I thought, Roman times, let's go to Rome. And I managed to tick it off the list when I saw the Colosseum. That's the ground level, and then I'm assuming that's the underground level, which those tickets were just impossible to get. So would the floor have gone across there, I assume? and that's ground level, which is what you pay the 28, I think it was. To think like people used to sit in all these and just watch people die. Those probably would have been the VIP seats. You probably have to sign up to the O2 or something like that to get those priority seatings. Just had a bit of confirmation down there. I was right. That's where all the animals and the predators would have been. So all of them would have been individual rooms. And then this is a faux floor. This is what it would have looked like, and they would have put sand on top of it. And then it would have been a cross. And then the rich people, VIPs, would have sat there. And then you think 50 to 70,000 people would have been all around here. That's nuts. It's like half of WrestleMania. What's even crazy to think as well, that they used to flood the arena as well. And they used to do naval battles or naval reconstructions. How the hell do you fill this? And how much water? 1 second, let me Google it. 1.5 to 2 million gallons of water, which would have been directly fed through the channels of the arena. So 2 million gallons. So I'm guessing that this is where they sat. I'm assuming probably not the poor people. I'm assuming the poor people probably would have been higher. There would have been a floor above that as well, which I'm assuming would have been the poorer people. But you know, inclusivity existed in them times. Everybody's welcome. I'm pretty sure that's a trapdoor there. There you go. I heard someone else say that each of the gaps in here were lifts, basically, or elevators to get to the ground level. Which will be over there. Go up. Something else whilst you're in Rome, like of what you kind of got to do, is go to the Vatican as well. And complete fluke that day. I was told that the Pope might be there. Then when I got there, the Pope was actually doing a mass, a sermon thing. And then I actually managed to see him. And then even more crazy after that, his little Pope mobile drove past me and the Pope blessed me and a lot of other people around me. But just to say that, you know, one, that you've seen the Pope in person is a big thing to say, apparently, in the Catholic world. But then also to say that I've been blessed by the Pope is an even bigger thing to be able to say. Okay, everyone's kissing each other and I think they're pretty much like moving. I don't know if that was the blessing or what. I feel holy, I guess. From what I can tell, they're handing out those wafers over there. Just got a feeling they're not going to feed the 5,000 with a couple of wafers. I'll definitely try and grab one if I can, see if it reminds me of church. Amen. Yeah, I did it. I'm so holy. It tastes exactly like what they used to taste like. Nothing.
Sua condizione di bisognoso o di forestiero. Al primo posto.
Brilliant, definitely one of the best mass ups I've been to. That was fantastic. Well done, Leo, really good. And there's the Pope mobile, so I wonder if he'll do a lap around here. Say hi to everyone. I think that we're going to get lucky. We are going to get a blessing from the man himself. This is the advantage of not being Italian and being tall. Oh, don't be turned! Boo! Probably don't boo him. People might take that a bit too seriously. Kiss of the babies. What a legend. What a lovely fella. Okay, well I can say that I've been blessed with so how's your Sunday? So Rome was a great success, I really enjoyed that. Saw the Colosseum, saw the Pope, the Trevi Fountain, saw that sort of stuff. And then from them, I started making even more shorts, and that's when I learned. I'm such a boomer. I learned how to post on TikTok, and like I started using TikTok, and that was purely like just to shove people towards my YouTube channel. You get some good views on TikTok. I'll post a screenshot right now because I don't know if, I think it's Studio Analytics. I've lost a follower in the last 365 days. So literally the whole of 2025, I got 86,000 post views, 485 profile, I don't know if that matters, nearly 3,000 likes and 145 comments, 124 shares. Where that comes from, I mean, it doesn't sound very good if you've only got, sorry, if you put like 500 videos up or 1,000 videos up, then obviously those numbers are shit. 3, 6, 1, 2, 3. Alexa, what's 28 times 3?
28 times 3 is 84.
80, so 85 videos and whatever, 1,000 views, whatever I just said. I think that's pretty...
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
Okay, thanks. I think that's pretty decent. That's just from TikTok alone. And then Instagram started off very slowly, but that started to build up as well. And again, the whole point, like, I don't use TikTok, I really couldn't care for it. But the whole point of it was to post on there, gain even more traction, point towards my YouTube channel. And I think it definitely helped. My growth this year. So on New Year's Eve, I managed to hit 600 subs, up from, I think it was 496 views. Subs from the start of the year, from January 1st, 2025. And then I ended up with 600 at the end. So what's that, 100 and, I'm so shit with maths. 104 subs. The Ozzy Osbourne video absolutely nailed it. I think I got like 80 plus subs just from that video alone. And I actually really enjoyed doing that. I've been wanting to go and find more like protests and stuff around Birmingham or close by, but I don't know if it's just me, but I can't find anything. So if anybody knows, where do you find out? I know there's like Eventbrite, people post up free advertisements on protests and what stuff is actually going around on that day, or coming up I should say. If anybody knows where I can find this sort of stuff out, like I'd love to get down there and just document the day. So then towards the end of the year anyway, I thought, well, I saw a trend on YouTube. It's mainly a guy called Simon Wilson. I think that guy is brilliant. I think he's really cool. And he posts videos of him traveling a lot, and a lot of the inspiration of what I do on my travel videos, so I do take from him. We did it. And what I've noticed that he started posting really long videos. So rather than doing 5 one-day videos, he would just do one big video, which is like, you know, like a 50 minutes or an hour long. So I thought, let's grab all of my Rome videos and all my Krakow videos, and let's just post that and just see what happens. So I posted one on Christmas Eve, one on Christmas Day, and the Krakow one has done really well within a week. Keeping in mind, when it comes to long form, they don't usually, on my channel doesn't really, I mean, again, I've got 600 subs. It's, you know, I don't have a lot of subs. It's fine. But that, I think at the moment it's on like 1,200 views just on that video alone. And I've gotten a lot of people commenting as well. Look, I didn't make that video to try and piss people off. That wasn't my intention. But a lot of people are like seeing stuff of what I've said in the Krakow video of like, Poland, that's just come out of its, you know, technically just come out of its communist ruling from back in 1989, and it's slowly rebuilding it. I think I've accidentally pissed off a fair few people, which I didn't mean to do. A lot of the areas of what I saw, it was what it was. It is what it is, what it is, what it is, what it is. But I genuinely enjoyed it. And what I wanted to do with that is just see, would one massive long video do better than 5 individual episodes sort of things? And yeah, it's done really well. I've got Disneyland Paris banked still, which I've done 1 episode of that. I've done 1 day. It's just being asked because I need to blur a lot of shit out, but I will get around to that video. I will do it. And I'll probably post that as like one long video as well, just to see how that goes. But 2025 has been incredibly interesting. It's been a great year for me. I bought myself a gaming PC. I've been able to get back onto streaming. That's one thing that I've always wanted to get back onto as well. Been starting to maintain the house, getting back on top of things, getting some money to be put aside. Been on 2 good holidays, and my YouTube's like doing really well compared to, you know, what I've been able to do for the last few years. I'm really happy with it. Oh, there you go.